This is the true bullets over Broadway.
Yeah, this is the 9mm over Broadway. Oh, hello, it's us, Andrew. We're about to see Tupac the musical. It's called Holler, If You Hear Me. Tupac, can you hear me? This musical is based upon the life work of world-famous rap superstar Tupac Shakur.
All I know about him is that he's West Coast and I'm East Coast with Go Biggie.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say, where the fuck is our Biggie musical? This is New York, it's the home of Biggie. Where's our Biggie musical? So I took that like, fuck Tupac, go Biggie attitude when I went record shopping, and the guy at the record store turned me around and was like, no, check out all this good shit he did. He was like, Tupac had a much longer career than Biggie, he was much more artful, they have more emotion to them.
The two things that are making me believe this musical could have legs is the director, Kenny Leon, who got the Tony for Raisin in the Sun. He's a great director and I'm looking forward to see what he does with this work. And also Saul Williams, who is one of the best poetry slammers.
Poetry slammers? Is that how you say it?
Maybe that's how you say it. See you at intermission. We look ridiculous today. The story is two brothers have big dreams in the inner city. One of them is
untimely shot by a stray gang bullet, and the other is dealing with the consequences of that tragedy. The intensity and rapid fire with which they deliver the first couple of songs is kinetic and engrossing and irresistible, and I was blown away. However, because all of Tupac's songs are in and of themselves their own stories, you quickly become fatigued by story overdose. About halfway through, you're starting to think, oh my god, like it's just too much. It's not Tupac, it's too much. It really rallied for me about 2/3 into the first act. There was a tender song about his relationship with his mother that I'm actually getting kind of choked up right now just thinking about. It hit an emotional soft note, cleansed the musical palette, and then they proceed to hit you with the biggest bass on Broadway. I, for one, cannot wait to get back inside.
Right now, I feel like this could either be the next West Side Story or the next Carrie. My big concern is the actual book itself. I think the book is a bit messy for me. I want to see how they tie things up in the second act.
Tupac Shakur provides the cast and creative here with an ample catalog from which to draw to tell this story.
This is not the first time that hip-hop has been on Broadway, but it's the most unsugar-coated form of hip-hop I've ever seen.
That's for sure.
They don't beat around the bush. It might be the most profane show I have ever seen on Broadway. This is a powerful show.
You're not a fan of hip-hop at all in general. I'm just not a fan of Tupac in particular. I think the takeaway here is that this show won us both over. It's deeper than it might appear at first. On the one hand, it's kind of a fluffy musical, but on the other hand, really gives you pause to think.
I really respect everybody behind this musical for having the balls to bring something like this to Broadway, but because the book lacks focus, I have to say a yellow light.
You know, I disagree. I think that the lyrics speak for themselves. You don't need a complicated book. You don't need to reinvent the wheel with the book. I might have not been a Tupac fan coming into this, and I might not care for California, but I California love this show. Green light for me all the way.
A green light and a yellow light for Holler If You Hear Me.